Welcome back to another Coinversation. We're here with the company spotlight, and today we're going to be looking at Vaultoro.
So Vaultoro is one of the companies that you met in Prague at the Bitcoin conference. So they're going to be our first installment of the company spotlight. So just give us a brief summary of what they do.
Vaultoro is a Bitcoin exchange, but you can purchase gold bullion. So instead of trading Bitcoin for another currency, you can actually buy physical gold. And I think that's pretty cool. There's a lot of bullion companies out there today. And with the uncertainty in the economy over the last few years, we've definitely seen an increase in interest in bullion.
Right.
But this is the first exchange we've seen that you can actually buy that gold with Bitcoins. There's a couple of things to talk about in terms of features. Their trading limits are really good. $5,000 a day unverified.
Wow, yeah.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Personally, we haven't had a problem with exceeding it.
Yeah, that's true.
Commissions are low. So you start out at a default 0.5% commission for buying, goes down to 0.2 on volume, and 0.4% for storage annually, which is really low in the bullion space. They also use Pro Aurum, which is one of the biggest gold storage companies in Europe. They're based in Switzerland, Swiss banks, right? But super credible and very trustworthy. And the whole operation is audited by BDO, which is probably the biggest auditor in Europe. And you can see at any time what your storage is. You've got access to all their bullion levels. So everything's very transparent. We like it. We think it's cool. You were talking before we started filming about the idea of gold and Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone out there who actually reads my articles on bitcoinchaser.com, you know that I'm Marc and that's it. My wife. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of Bitcoin moving into the mainstream. I don't think it's going to replace the dollar. I'm not going to get into that whole thing, but I think the fact that it's becoming a lot more serious and day-to-day is what is really going to help it overall. So the fact that you can take your Bitcoin and exchange it and buy gold, I think is a big step. And considering how strong this company seems, like you said, with the security and the Swiss bank and everything, I think that's going to be, it's going to take them into the future a lot more.
I agree.
So the fact, that it's just, actual gold physical bars. A lot of people have issue, right, that Bitcoins aren't real and whatever. If you can actually buy physical gold, which is what we were saying before, that essentially dollars were based on gold initially, and now it's just paper. So that could be, a good way for people to use their Bitcoins, kind of give them physical value also.
I agree. And, speculation aside, in terms of gold price fluctuation, this obviously brings credibility to Bitcoin. Translating it into a real asset, something tangible, gold, which is, in times of financial uncertainty, everyone goes to gold, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So the argument is that this actually gives something more to Bitcoin even than to the dollar or fiat currency. Where currency was originally based on the gold standards, moved away from it. A lot of the conversations we have with people, they bring up, well, the dollar's backed by the gold standard, which it just isn't anymore. So this is a way to actually back your Bitcoins by gold, which is where currencies got their original strength from. So, I had a chance to sit down with Josh. The company was founded by Josh and Philip Skigala, which I hope I'm saying the name right.
Shout out.
Yeah. And we're actually going to be interviewing them soon. Next week, I think.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a live interview, which we'll publish here. And they're also going to be interviewed for some of our financial sites as well.
Right.
Had a really, really interesting discussion with Josh. Really smart guy, very good guy, and has a lot of opinion about currency and fluctuation and kind of the state of the world economy. And other than just looking at what Vaultoro does, we're looking forward to having some arguments maybe about the way we see the world of economy, right?
Yeah, I mean, Vaultoro's thing, they say on their brochure that it's professional gold trading for everyone. So, the regular Bitcoin users getting into Bitcoin, maybe they're on the libertarian, maybe they're on the tech side of it, not necessarily on the financial side, which is, a different aspect for what the company's trying to take. They're trying to move it more to a professional, more finance aspect of Bitcoin instead of just, here and there Bitcoins and things like that. So I think it would be really beneficial for, mainstream and for credibility and...
I agree, and just for users who are looking to kind of have the ounce of gold, I think it's a great way to do it, very low barriers. And obviously, let's not forget the opportunity for arbitrage here. If currency speculation is your thing, the most volatile currency in the world being Bitcoin, trading against the strongest and most reliable commodity of all time, and that definitely opens up the opportunity for arbitrage, Great, so look down below at the links for our interview, or subscribe to the conversation, come to bitcoinchaser.com and see other spotlights, as well as our exclusive interview with Josh from Vaultoro.
Coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.